Hello there, and welcome back to Corey Loses, where today we are once again continuing our Thrawn Revenge 3.3 preview playthrough as the Eriadu Authority. In the last episode, we took the space over Malistaire, but it came at the cost of Shea Hublin, though we did get a ton of our legitimacy groups unlocked, as the chances of those are still a bit too high. But we have the ground forces coming in, so I'm gonna get these guys over here to be ready for that invasion. And, resource shortage. Though I think we're building... Yeah, we're going to be back up on that in a second. Then we're probably going to want to build more resources of each kind next week anyways.
Construction complete.
Alright, so... let's take Malistaire. That's going to drop our perks a little bit, but we'll power through. It's a pretty stacked planet, so there's going to be a lot to kill, especially with this map where it's like it's really just starting position over to that. We might be able to do some damage through the side, but let's see. We'll get some of those. I think we want the AT-AT. And... I kind of want you.
Reinforcements en route.
Then we'll see what else we want to send in. Like, we have the AT-AT, so that's going to be a pretty powerful vehicle for us. Was it intentional that no planets overlap with the Air 4 progressive map compared to this one? I mean, sort of, in that there's not really much reason to have this part of the galaxy in that map. Like, it'd just be like 20 extra planets for the New Republic. So, in order to not make the New Republic just control everything in the later eras to keep the map slightly more interesting, there are sections of the galaxy that are left off. Because otherwise, like, you've got to have the New Republic controlled relevant planets and then the New Republic controlled irrelevant planets that are just there to kind of take up space and make the map incredibly hard to balance. So, like, this whole area of space had been kind of settled territory for 5 or 6 years by the time Era 4 happened. Or 4 or 5 years. The Empire takes, like, some of it back during Operation Shadowhand, but not enough of it to be worth having the map be a terrible layout. Thank you, James Grant, for the bits as well. Okay, let's get you all up here as soon as possible. I don't know why I have them spread out already. You get out of there. That's not great. Well, that's pathing. That's life. Here, yeah, come around the side. There you go. Why is Twitch chat not scrolling? It's not helpful. Okay, that needs to be destroyed before he gets destroyed. There we go. Okay, I need to fix that. Stop whatever you're doing, Twitch chat. There we go. Instant action, Galactic Conquest, not the Armadian or Eclipse spawn fighters this week. I am? I assume so. I'm pretty sure I haven't had issues with them spawning fighters, but... can't really give a tutorial on how to go and make things spawn fighters, or what to check, unfortunately, right now. We do not have a release date on Revenge Revenge. We don't have... release dates are a thing we don't and can't do until the mod is basically done. So we never announce release dates. We can't give estimates. Like, once we have a release date, that means the mod's in beta. So once it's in beta, like, it's usually a bit after beta starts that we give a release date. So if you haven't heard that the mod's in testing, then there's no possible way we could give a release date. Like, any release date that we try to give at that point would just be a complete lie and could be months off, even from the start of beta. So it's not even worth us trying to guess what it would be. All we can ever really say is that we usually don't have release cycles that go longer than 6 months to a year. Revan's Revenge is probably longer than the other mods in this cycle because it's the first time it's being done. Okay, I need you to be on deck now. I think I've got to do that because there's just so many vehicles here. I would have preferred to use that on... I would have preferred to use that on the structures if I could. Oh, that's going to miss too. Yeah. God, that sucks.
Choose your reinforcements. Heading out.
Okay, we really need more units in here. They just had so much here. And that's going to leave the entire AT-AT. Alright, I need you to run away. Maybe we can get more troopers before it dies. Nope. Not ideal. That was such a big pack of Firehawks, too. That's really what got me. I wasn't expecting the Firehawks. Elgato had a software update pop up, which it has been doing a lot lately.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to get around there. Why don't we just go up through the base?
Roger.
I think that might be what we have to do. But yeah, like, in, was 2.3? I think it was 2.3, because I think that was around the time of one of the updates for Empire at War, like the actual base game. We were in beta, gave a release date, and because of problems that came up that were like base game related, we were still 2 months off on the release date. So it's not ever really a possibility for us to give accurate release date estimates. Like, the farther out we are, the higher the order of magnitude that we'd be off by. And it's never necessarily clear until we're at the point where we're saying, okay, we can get people to play this now. Because, like, we can either know what needs to be done, or we can know how long we want to spend working on it. But because things aren't always clear on how long they'll take, if we know what needs to be done, then, like, you can never really start a project knowing exactly what could go wrong or how cooperative the engine could be. So any guesses at that point could be incredibly far off. We need to hide in a river with this.
Choose your reinforcements. Heading maximum unit capacity.
And even if we knew exactly what needed to be done and how long it would take, we don't know how much time people have to actually work on it. Because it's all volunteers, some of whom may be available 1 month and then the next month they can't do anything because they have work obligations or school obligations or something happens with their family. And it's not like a real job where all of the other, well, I mean, for a real job, the work obligations would be that job. But where we're not holding people hostage from being able to live their lives if they don't come in, So unfortunately, there's no extortion we can do against them to make them work on the mod.
Form up. Choose your reinforcements. Reinforcements en route. Yes, sir. Bombing run available.
It all has to be just, oh, when they want to work on it.
Bomber squadron.
That's not really what I want.
Bombing run cancelled.
But I don't think I have
Yes, come on.
a reason not to. Are we getting a Mando preview video too? Yep. That shouldn't be too long away. Okay, you have your ability back? Not yet.
Just give me a target.
Yay.
I copy.
Let's see, are you over here? I want one of the bigger... Oh,
For orders.
that's an interesting orientation for that building spawn. Hopefully we don't get our... Ooh, I guess they already spawned that.
Following you.
Oh well. Okay, we're gonna have to back off a little bit. Well, the AT-AT isn't in the south there, so we might be able to go and take another landing zone.
Move out. Let's go. Fire support ready. Keep going.
That could be fun.
Choose your reinforcements.
We'd need to bring this guy down for it, because we don't have the pad to build right now either. Field base. Any modeling streams in the future? Not that I have planned. I've been primarily working on code-related stuff for the last while. So, as much as I enjoy modeling and texturing, I don't really get as much of a chance to do it in the last while. Because I've been working on, like, map-related stuff and government mechanical-related stuff. Get those out of there. When can we get a torch here? I mean, we can build them now, but we need more money. I'm focusing on building, generally, some of the smaller ships first, and maybe a couple ISTs. The torpedo spheres are good, but they're also, like, very specialized. So for now, it makes more sense to either get some of the generalist stuff or stuff that we can spread out a bit more to cover some of our borders until they're all together.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, get on through here.
Armor ready. Pull out. Just give me a target.
Maybe we can get over to that light vehicle factory and destroy it. I just don't know if the AT-AT is going to be standing right there. Well, either way, whichever way it gets drawn, we can go the other way.
Order, sir. Heading out.
That looks like that's it coming in. Alright, into the woods.
Reporting. Fall out.
I don't remember if they had 2 advanced vehicle factories.
Let's go.
But this has been way too much damage to a lot of our army. I don't want to build a field base because we don't have the money to necessarily spend on
Awaiting orders.
pads and platforms right now. If the AT-AT keeps coming up here, that's going to be dangerous.
This way.
Okay, I'm going to send them down the river. And let's bring in
Moving out.
some more infantry.
Reinforcements en route. Inputting coordinates. Bombing run available. Ready.
Alright. I am going to try to bomb this.
Bombers at the ready. Report. Over there. Commencing.
I think I'm going to try to sneak back
Moving to position.
down around here. the most we've really been able to rely on bombardments and bombing runs in a while, but it's been kind of necessary. How I'm gonna get through here. And let's see what they have at the back. That is not worth bombarding. I'd rather take out the AT-AT than that. But we can get over here now. And I'm going to actually send Grath, or Snowpole, not Grath, over there. I don't want to lose any more units, so I think it makes most sense to just destroy the AT-AT. Not waste any time with it, just go for it. And hopefully that means we got this settled?
Yes, Commander.
Right, I'm leaving you two there. You can come and take out more infantry. Okay. That was pretty expensive. I mean, the AT-AT is the main thing we lost there. I think we might have lost 1 or 2 companies of 1H or 1M tanks. But I'm not 100% sure if we hit that threshold with any of the companies. Okay, I think we've definitely lost it now. At least 1 company.
Yes, sir.
That was okay. They're leaving. It's ours now. That was sad though. We're gonna have to pay so much for funerals, state funerals even. All right, we lost 2 1Ms, an AT-AT, and the Army Special Mission. So it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't great.
Tactical battle imminent.
And we're getting Republic attack there. I'll have to move these guys back. I don't want to lose the planet. Can't afford to let them out.
Construction complete.
That might mean they're sending in some ground units though too. They definitely have a bit more on Sullust. If we sent Delvardis, we'd be able to deal with them. And I do want to take out Sullust at some point. Just, I don't want to quite go for it yet.
Choose your
Oh, they got a Starhawk, which... Ah, shit, I shouldn't have left the Starhawk enabled. Because the Starhawk is not ready. It's missing its main weapon. Oh, shit, is the main weapon going to be in its whip format, too? We'll see. We constituted a 40, Starforge, Rasoon, intensifying forward firepower, Skirmisher. I forgot the Starhawk wasn't on a branch. Superior Strike Cruiser, Base Toblerone, Pack Leader, Ditto, and Eriadu.
We're on the move.
Like it's only got some of its weaponry, but all right. So I'll explain what that was. So the thing we're trying to do with the Starhawk is use Force Crush, but in space. So that's what the effect you just saw was, and it's unclear. Like, the animation is basically a way for us to see when it's firing or not, but it's not the most consistent. So it's got some issues with using that ability in space. It just locks up afterwards, as you can kind of see here. So it's not necessarily going to remain as that ability. Like, we're almost certainly gonna have to find a different method for it. Even though it looked like it was just crushing everything there. So, I don't know. It was using it multiple times. But there's Han. I am gonna have to disable it so they don't build a bunch of them, because it's not gonna work properly with everything. Lost Ditto, Superior Strike Cruiser, and Pack Leader. Alright. We should be... I'm gonna leave... them. Okay. They got in faster than I thought, so we get to kill them now. Yeah, but like, it's almost certain that we're going to have to find a different way to handle its tractor beam, because that ability just doesn't seem to work properly in space.
Your orders.
Which is sad, because it's the seemingly easiest way to handle it, or most appropriate way to handle it. It just doesn't seem to cooperate with space locomotors.
I copy. Coming around.
Well, that's Han dead. This is going to be Kyle dead, which could mean we get another legitimacy group. One thing I am kind of worried about is whether the legitimacy groups... one of the testers ran into an issue when they were unlocking legitimacy groups later. I'm not sure what changed that caused this issue, but we'll see if we get a framework crash at some point during this playthrough, which I don't think we've ever actually had a framework crash in a playthrough, so that would be fresh. And that would be the main reason that I'd need to rebuild the campaign while playing, which I've done for the Empire of the Hand playthrough before, but that would be a second time. And it would also mean getting to move past all the other bugs with the structures having been improperly recoded. Kyle, you're done. We had enough fun with you in Dark Forces. You're exploding. Yep, we got Grunger. So yeah, the chances for integrating the minor groups is going to be dropping a bit because there's more ways you can gain legitimacy now. Because right now killing a hero gives a point of legitimacy as well. And so that'll probably be... I'm not sure if I'm going to make it less valuable than taking a planet, but most likely that's what's going to happen. So some of that'll have to be rescaled. Is Merrick still on the docket for anything? He's been in the mod basically since it started. So, yes. Okay, I'm gonna get food and parts at El Rude.
Beginning construction.
And I think it's more important that I have you there.
Building under construction.
Complete. No, that's got to be still the same message from us.
Unit in production.
I am gonna save one more time. Steel tends to be, I think, a bit later era stuff, but yeah, he's been around. Yeah, Mustafar has an Executor class sitting on it. Okay, I don't think we actually need to protect here, because Hoth is just one planet. I think it makes most sense to concentrate up here. If one of them takes Mistalk or Mustafar, which Mustafar probably isn't happening, we'll be able to move stuff over. Got 4 grand. We're building an ISD on Sluy Van. What else do I want to build somewhere? I don't think I really have any other shipyards anywhere right now. We do have it on Eriadu. So, let's see. We'll get Studio, Eidolon-class Superstar Destroyers, nephews, friends, brother-in-law.
Vehicle in production. Construction complete.
And then, I want to build this into its own full fleet. I'm going to move you guys
On
out.
my way.
And you're going to go to Sullust and just keep an eye on that. I'll move these guys over here, too. Okay, that's not great. They're building a lot of the Starhawks. They have 4 Starhawks, which I think they cost like 1 credit right now. So I think between the episodes, I am just going to set the tech level higher. I meant to turn on the MC-75, not the Starhawk.
Construction complete.
Okay, our goal is still going to be to go through the New Republic so we can get to Bakura fastest. But that might be easier said than done. We've got 1 ISD that's nearly done there. We're also going to get
Vehicle in production.
Großkampfwagen. Großkampfwagen.
Star Destroyer reporting in.
I tried to copy in the characters, but I guess EAW doesn't do that in the English version.
Increase the plan.
And we're pretty full on that. Alright, before they get a 4th or 5th, or before they get a 5th there, I think I'm going to save again. We're going to have like a 4-minute shorter than usual episode. And I'm going to stop the New Republic from doing things that I'm going to regret. But we're going to keep going here on Twitch. For those of you watching on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far, bugs and all. And hope to see you next time. Bye, everyone.